Language plays a vital role in establishing and maintaining what we call culture, including conventions, habits, and interpretive practices of individuals and communities. Through language, we create and share with others identities, values, and belief structures. Konkani, as a language, as our mother tongue, is a living testimony of our journey as a people throughout the course of history. Good morning to one and all gathered here.
जमलेल्या सोमेस्तांक मोगाचो आनी गणाचो स्वागत मागता.
Digital touch to Konkani.
कोंकणी भाशेक डिजिटल स्पर्श.
A one-day national conference organized by Mangalore University Konkani Adhyayana Pita in collaboration with St. Aloysius deemed to be University Mangalore. A conference that would dwell into themes of linguistics and language, advances in machine translation and the like. Adding to the joyous occasion, we are proud to call our alma mater as St. Aloysius deemed to be University.
सकड आमचे बशे मुखार येताना आमचे कोंकणी कित्याक पाटी उरूंक जाय म्हणले ह्या दिशेन आमी कोंकणी भाशेक कोंकणी स्पर्श म्हणून नांव दिलां.
Language is the finest achievement of culture and giving voice to the words that nourish our imagination. Language is about the words which describe the way we live, the words we think in, sing in, speak in. Ladies and gentlemen, we today continue this tradition of celebrating the love for Konkani language. The members of Konkani Sangha are here to give us a feel of our mother tongue Konkani.
आतां हांव मुखार आपयतां डियोन आनी पंगड हे देगीत चलोवन व्हरच्याक. देव बरें करूंक तुमकां सर्वांक स्वागत करचो आमचो उद्देश हो आमचो मोग न्हय बगार मोग तो उरचो सदांच जायना जावंक केदींच त्याच मोगान आनी त्याच मनान स्वागत करूंक मुखार येतात आयचे हे कार्याचे मुखेल सैरे ते जावन आसात डॉक्टर जयराज अमीन ते प्रस्तुत मंगळूर युनिव्हर्सिटींत वायस चान्सलर जावन आसात आनी तांणी आपली PhD शिकप जवाहरलाल नेहरू युनिव्हर्सिटींत समाप्त केल्ली आसता ते आतां मंगळूर युनिव्हर्सिटींत डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पॉलिटिकल सायन्सान प्रोफेसर जावन वावर दिवन आसात तांकां हांव आतां उलो दिता जमलेल्या सगळ्यांक स्वागत करच्या
डॉक्टर जयवंत नायक तुमी दयेन वयर येवचे आनी प्रस्तावनाची 2 उतरां तशेंच स्वागताची 2 उतरां दिवचे.
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबडी. सगळ्यांकय हांगा जमा येयल्ल्या सगळ्यांकय नमस्कार. कोंकणी अध्ययन पीठ आनी सेंट एलोशियस कॉलेज शॉर्टली डीम्ड युनिवर्सिटी जावन upgrade jalala asa. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate Aloysius College principal and management for this great achievement. Congratulations, sir. Professor Jairaj Amin sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, esteemed inaugurator of the conference, Reverend Father Melvin Pinto, Rector of St. Aloysius Institutions, Mangalore, distinguished President of the function, respected Father Praveen Martis, Principal of St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, esteemed Mrs. Sonia D. Costa, renowned Konkani writer, Dr. Alvin Desa, Registrar of St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, Mrs. Flora Castellino, Head of the Department of Konkani, Dr. Tariq Khan, esteemed resource person from the Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore, Professor Royal Praveen D'Souza, esteemed resource person and delegates and dear students. On behalf of the Konkani Adhyayana Peeta of Mangalore University and St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, it is my distinct pleasure to extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you to this auspicious occasion. Today marks a significant milestone as we come together for the inauguration of one-day national conference, Digital Touch to Konkani, organized in collaboration between the Konkani Adhyayana Peeta of Mangalore University and St. Aloysius College, Mangalore. This collaboration exemplifies our shared commitment to the promotion, preservation, and scholarly exploration of the rich linguistic and cultural heritage of Konkani. The Konkani Adhyayana Peeta of Mangalore University is a specialized research and studies center dedicated to the promotion, preservation, and scholarly exploration of Konkani language, literature, and culture. As part of our ongoing efforts to embrace innovation and adapt to the digital age, we are thrilled to organize a one-day national conference titled Digital Touch to Konkani. This conference, a collaborative effort between the Konkani Adhyayana Peeta of Mangalore University and St. Aloysius College, Mangalore. We are deeply honored to have with us esteemed dignitaries and scholars who have graciously accepted our invitation to contribute their expertise and insights to this event. Your presence here today reflects our commitment to academic excellence and your dedication to the advancement of learning. To our distinguished inaugurator, Professor Jairaj Amin Sir, Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for gracing this occasion. Your visionary leadership and unwavering support have been instrumental in shaping academic landscape of Mangalore University and the region as a whole. You are most welcome, sir. We are privileged to have Reverend Father Melvin Pinto, Rector of St. Aloysius Institutions, Mangalore, as the president of today's function. Father, your grace, your guidance and mentorship inspire us all to strive for excellence in academic pursuits and uphold the values of integrity and service. It is a pleasure to welcome you, sir. Esteemed Father Praveen Martis, Principal of St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, we are delighted to extend a heartfelt welcome to you, acknowledging your crucial role in orchestrating this one-day national conference, nurturing academic brilliance and instilling a culture of curiosity among our students. Under your leadership, St. Aloysius College has achieved remarkable academic milestones. You are most welcome, sir. Esteemed Mrs. Sonia De Costa, renowned Konkani writer, we are delighted to have you with us, and we look forward to gaining insights from your vast knowledge and experience in the field of Konkani literature and culture. Thank you for joining us, madam. Dr. Alvin Desa, Registrar of St. Aloysius College, Mangalore, your presence adds great value to this gathering, and we are appreciate your dedication to the academic advancement of St. Aloysius College. You are most welcome, sir. Mrs. Flora Castellino, Head of the Department of Konkani, we offer you a sincere welcome, appreciating your leadership and knowledge in advancing the study and admiration of Konkani language and culture. Your pivotal role in organizing this conference is truly commendable. You are most welcome, madam. Dr. Tariq Khan, esteemed resource person from the Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore. We are privileged to have you share your insights and expertise with us, and we are eagerly anticipate the valuable contribution you will make to this discussion. You are most welcome, sir. Professor Royal Praveen D'Souza, esteemed resource person, I also welcome him, sir. I also welcome faculty members, delegates, and dear students. I also welcome Dr. Devdas Pai. He is instrumental in organizing this conference. You are most welcome, sir. Once again, a heartfelt welcome to each one of you. Let us come together with open minds and generous hearts, ready to engage in fruitful discussions and forge lasting connections. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful gesture, for your words of welcome. On behalf of all gathered here, I extend a cordial welcome to Dr. Jayavant Nayak, who has initiated this national conference. In the growth and evolution of a language, embracing new trends is a much needed necessity. And in this digital age, what could be better than inaugurating this national conference through a digital touch? I now request Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Jairaj Amin, the chief guest of today's program, to come forward and inaugurate the program with a digital touch. Today's national seminar gives us opportunities to exchange ideas as well as to enrich and enlighten ourselves. I now request the convener of the program, Mrs. Sarita Krasta, the President of Konkani Association, as well as the secretaries of Konkani Association, Mr. Joshua Siqueira and Mr. Malcolm D'Souza, to escort the dignitaries to the dais. To grace the occasion, we have amidst us Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Jairaj Jamin, Mangalore University, as the chief guest of today's program, Reverend Father Melvin Pinto SJ, Rector, St. Aloysius Institutions, Mrs. Sonia DeCosta, guest of honor, Reverend Dr. Praveen Martis SJ, Vice Chancellor, St. Aloysius, deemed to be University, Dr. Jayavanta Nayak, Coordinator, Konkani Adhyayana Pita, Dr. Alvin Desa, Registrar, Mr. Flora Castellino, Miss Rachel Norona, President, Konkani Association. Let's give them a huge round of applause. It takes advanced language knowledge, excellent writing skills and in-depth cultural knowledge for a translator. I am elated to announce that Dr. Sylvia Rego, Associate Professor from the Department of English, has translated the 3 plays of Charles Francis de Costa, who wrote under the pen name Chafra de Costa from Konkani to English. We thank Dr. Sylvia Rego for her dedication and passion. Madam has not only translated words, but has breathed life into the cultural nuances, allowing the beauty of literature to transcend borders. Let's all together welcome the accomplished writer onto the dais, accompanied by Dr. Vidya Vinuta D'Souza, the Director of St. Aloysius Prakashana. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, Dr. Jairaj Jamin, to release the book, and other dignitaries to join this ceremony of releasing the book. Yeah. Let this work inspire many. Let this work inspire many. Let it become the treasure house of knowledge and information. Let it inspire and encourage us to do great achievements in life. Let our students and adults be inspired to open up, to move beyond self-absorption and connect to other people. Thank you, one and all.
Respected Reverend Father Melvin Joseph Pinto, Rector of St. Aloysius Institutions, Dr. Professor Jairaj Jamin, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, Miss Sunita De Costa, the guest of honor, the guests on the dais and guests of the dais, and my dear students. We are here for a very important program today. The program is on the National Seminar on Digital Touch to Konkani. Also, we inaugurated the book on 3 plays of Chafra de Costa written by Sylvia Rego. Congratulations to Sylvia Rego, and also the organizers today, the Mangalore University, Konkani Adhyayana Pita and St. Aloysius deemed to be University are coming together to organize this national seminar. Digital touch to Konkani. Konkani is the language spoken by people of this region, also in Goa, some people in Kerala, and the people are spread across today. Why this digital touch is important, I was also inspired by the inaugural. I was wondering why the backdrop was not coming there. Then they say it has to be also digital touch. So they gave a digital touch and inaugurated the national workshop today. And we see St. Aloysius institutions have done a lot to Konkani. From the beginning itself, the Jesuits who came from Italy, very beginning, there were a group of Jesuits who came, and one among them was the priest, Maffei. He also worked on Konkani. He gave a grammar to Konkani, and that's how the local language was spoken here, but then it gave a touch to that Konkani by writing a grammar, and that's how the local language, the Konkani here, grew leaps and bounds over the years. Now with the digital age, we need to continue doing that. On the stage, we have got the daughter of Chapra de Costa. Chapra, so we have Miss Sunita. She has also written plays, she is also a writer. And when we were small, we grew up by listening to this great author, writer, Chapra. His name was quite familiar to all of us, a philosopher, writer, critical thinker. He used to, through his plays, he used to enlighten the people of this region. And that's how we continued working on it. I'm very happy that she is with us, and also the plays of Chapra also are today translated into English so that many people can understand and read and know what has happened in the local language, how it was all written, how it was all formed. And as we move on, our people from this region are all over the world. From Konkani language itself, from Konkani Association, we organize several such kind of seminars and certificate courses so that others, those are spread across all over the world, also can get back to this Konkani language without forgetting the roots of their own, so that this can move on in the world, and world is a global village today. From that perspective, I think this workshop will have a great importance, and I'm very happy to be here. Unfortunately, as they said, the program schedule is changed because of two of us. We got the deemed to be university, that's why students were a little distracted in the beginning. Very happy, I think this was the first program that was organized, and I'm not the Vice Chancellor yet, Vice Chancellor in charge, because the process has to begin. Okay, the Vice Chancellor is here. They called me Vice Chancellor, that was not proper. It was Vice Chancellor in charge because we'll have to start the process. Somebody has to start the process. Until somebody is appointed as Vice Chancellor, the process will take maybe another 1 month or two. So till then, I have been given that particular responsibility to continue the process. Okay, so that's how we are beginning the work of a university here. We just got to know that we have become the university. Now we will have to start working. It's a transition time. The students are happy, but then we'll see all of us together cooperate and take it forward to the next level. So thank you. God bless you.
युवा जनांक उद्देशिसून दोन उतरां उलयल्या फादर तुमकां देव बरें करूंक. आमचे मदें आसात आमचे कॉलेजीचे रेक्टर भोवमानाधिक बाब मेल्विन पिंटो एसचे, हांचे लागीं हांव विनंती करतां तांचो संदेश दिवंक.
Good morning to you all. Dear Dr. J. Rajamin, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Bangalore University, the other guests on the days and of the days, and my dear friends. Dr. Father Praveen Matis, our principal, has already informed you all that this is the first program you'll remember after becoming the deemed to be university. And he addressed you all as in charge Vice Chancellor. We hope and pray that he will continue as Vice Chancellor. That is our wish, because he has worked hard for it. Coming to this program, I'm glad that it is something to do with Konkani. Both of us are having Konkani as our mother tongue. And when we say mother tongue, Maimbas, म्हणले ते ताका उतरां द मायभाशेची आमी शिकली ल्हानपणांत शिकली ती उतरां आसात पळय ती आमकां आखेर म्हणसर उडास उरतात. आंगार उंद उदक पडटनाय तीच भास उडास येता आमकां गेम अलगे माय म्हूण. Whatever language we learn afterwards, whatever happens, our basic deep down expressions remain in our mother tongue. Whatever happens. You do not know about patients, Alzheimer's patients who forget everything and so on, or patients who have got dementia, acute dementia. They start forgetting the languages that they have learned in their youth, and the only language that remains with them till the very end would be the language which they started on their mother's lap, and that is the mother tongue. And in this part of the country where Konkani has come from, we have got so many language forms of, dialects of Konkani. If I am not mistaken, there are 40 odd dialects of Konkani. And that itself has to find some kind of a networking and connection. And all this networking and connection can come only through a digital touch. That is what unites us. It unites all the Konkanis with the digital touch. Whatever form of Konkani that we speak in, now we have got the Gaud Saraswat Konkani that we have. We have got the Catholic Konkani speaking Konkani. We understand each other. Here and there are small little differences in Mangalore itself. And yet we learn to appreciate and we see commonality. It is not important to see how we are different. What we need to say is how we are similar. And if you see, similarities are 95% or 98%. Differences are only 2%. We try to highlight the differences. No. We need to say where we come together. And for coming together, we need to not build walls, but build bridges. And digital touch is a bridge. It's a bridge to connect all these 40 dialects of Konkani and put them together. And when this happens, we find that a language develops. And the literature also comes alive. I'm glad that Sunita De Costa is here. Sonia De Costa is here. Sonia, I'm glad we grew up. Sorry, we both mispronounced your name, I think. So, yeah. Sonia De Costa is here. And, we grew up seeing your dad's drama. Me especially, some of those dramas we couldn't understand because they were quite philosophical and yet giving a deep message. Whenever there was a Chafra De Costa's drama in the Don Bosco Hall here, I remember even as a child rush there and see those dramas because I liked it, something special. The jokes also were quite philosophical. And yet there was something that it was communicating. I'm sure when it's put in English, those of you who do not follow Konkani will also enjoy those dramas, and therefore I thank Dr. Sylvia Rego for having, translated this and brought the benefits of this language to many other, to Konkani and to others who speak the language or understand it half. So therefore, I congratulate this forum. I hope this discussion here on the seminar that we have here, workshop that we have here, brings this Konkani to the limelight. Konkani chawudar gate kathir sabarzana anga sir vaur karna sat anga sir kite काम सुरू केलांते विशेष करून आमच्या ह्या कॉलेजींत कितें काम सुरू जालां तें आमच्या मुखार ह्या विश्वविद्यालयांत हें काम मुंदरसून वेतलें आनी ह्या हाच्या खातीर आमची हिस विश्वविद्यालय खंडीत जावन अदीक चड मापान हे उदरगती खातीर कोंकणीच्या उदरगती खातीर वावर करतले म्हूण सांगून तुमकां एक आश्वासन दिता आमच्या मॅनेजमेंटा मुखार आनी खंडीत जावन कोंकणीक आमचो पाठिंबो केदाळरी आसतलो अशेंच मुखारसून वचून दी आनी कोंकणीचे जैत सर्वांक फावो जावन दी म्हूण सांगून हांव मागतां. आय विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट. मे गॉड ब्लेस अस ऑल. थँक यू.
Today is a historic and memorable occasion as Mangalore University and St. Aloysius deemed to be University come together. Our joy is enhanced to have with us the Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, Professor Dr. Jairaj Amin, the chief guest of today's program. Hailing from the Department of Political Science, Professor Amin is an authority in his specialized area of international relations, regional organizations, international political economy, and Indian foreign policy. With the 26 years of teaching experience, Professor Amin has successfully guided MPhil and PhD scholars and continues to do so. With 3 popular international collaborations, Professor Amin has contributed 2 international and 4 national publications. He has authored 3 books and 7 book chapters, participated in 11 international, 10 national, 2 regional conferences, and was invited to deliver 19 plenary talks. Recognizing his academic caliber, the government of Australia and Sri Lanka has honored him. He was a visiting fellow at Leipzig University and Würzburg University, Germany, and Leiden University, Netherlands. Sir, we are highly honored to have you with us this morning and eager to listen to you. Over to you, sir.
Good morning to all of you. Esteemed guests on the dais, Reverend Father Melville Pinto and Dr. Praveen Martis, who has just left the stage because they are having the flight. Dr. Alvin D'Souza, Desa, Mrs. Flora Castellino, Mrs. Sonia Di Costa, Mr. Jaivan Naik, Dr. Jaivan Naik, Dr. Royal Praveen D'Souza, Tariq Khan, and all other dignitaries present on the dais, off the dais, my colleagues, and my dear student friends. It is my honor to be here on this occasion on a very different kind of program than what we witness usually in our universities. I'm happy to be here for two reasons. One is actually St. Aloysius College has actually become an autonomous university, and this is the first program, and I'm happy to be part of these things. I also must actually congratulate the St. Aloysius for having achieved this feat. The second is that perhaps this is also the first program between St. Aloysius deemed university and also Mangalore University. So the two universities are coming together and are organizing a common program. So I'm really happy to be part of this particular program here. Now, this is a conference, or this is a national conference on a topic which is quite unfamiliar to me, because I'm actually not a linguist. I deal with the very hard facts, not a very philosophical or literary kind of things. But this is I know that this is an extremely important kind of an occasion, because Konkani, we know that in our region there are many local languages that are being spoken, and perhaps this is the only region in the whole country which has so many local dialects. It could be Bari, it could be Tulu, it could be Konkani, and besides English, Kannada, and other things. So here, one community, that is the Konkani speaking community, is a very vibrant kind of a community. We all know that. This community has contributed a great deal to the educational upliftment of this region, as well as the commerce and the service industry. And this language, I am told that, because I am an outsider, but this language is actually spoken by many communities, religious communities also. So there are people from Hindu community, there are people from Christian community, there are also people from Muslim community who actually speak this language. And what actually surprised to me, of course I don't have the, right now unfortunately I couldn't bring the data here, but what actually surprised to me is that, if you look at this Konkani speaking people, it is said more than 85% of the Konkani speaking people, wherever they are, whether they are in Mangalore or elsewhere, they speak actually more than one language. So they are at least, they know at least one more language apart from Konkani. Now this may not be the case with other languages. There are people, who speak Tulu and Konkani, Tulu and Bari, who may not actually understand other languages. But Konkanis are always, bilingual at least. Maybe more than two languages also, but at least they are bilingual. So it's something that's very different about this community, and I think that has to be very well recognized. So I'm actually standing therefore in a program, on a program which is actually related to this Konkani speaking people. Now Konkani speaking people, as we all know, could geographically, they actually stretch from say Mumbai or Ratnagiri to almost Cochin area, but predominantly they live in areas like Mangalore and Goan region here. They are also divided into different communities. They are also, sir has actually told me just before me, that there are about 40, local versions of, Konkani. Now this is a great diversity, but what actually unites them is actually the language. But I'm sure that, being actually, when you have, many different, versions of Konkani, sometimes, the communication also could become, little bit of problem. Of course, the rector has said 95% is common, only 5% or less than 5% is actually differences. But sometime you could also have your own community in ghetto, and you might say that okay, I'm happy with my own world. Why should I actually interact with others? Now, this is something that is really not good for any development of language, and even for the continuation of the rich cultural heritage of the language. And therefore, something actually need to be done to bring all the people speaking same language on a common platform out together somewhere. And digital world actually provides that space for us to actually bring all the common language people together in some platform. So the digital touch is something that actually can help the entire Konkani speaking community to come together to give a proper kind of direction to the future of the language. So the digital touch, I'm sure, would actually go a long way in the preservation and documentation of the aspects relating to the Konkani language here. So the digital touch, therefore, would actually add to the linguistic richness and cultural nuances here. Now, this digital touch could actually incorporate online databases, language documentation software, or invaluable linguistics resources ranging from vocabulary to grammar to oral traditions, folklore, and all these kind of things here. So this would actually in a way recognize the diversity within the language, but at the same time it can also actually bring the people together under certain common platform. So you have a recognition of the kind of local variations that exist in different regions, different communities within Konkani speaking community, and at the same time see that all these differences, all these diversities exist, which can actually add to the richness of the language itself. But at the same time, you will also have, some sort of, media to get connected with the people. And this is the age of, social media, and especially the youngsters would actually use the social media in a big manner. And therefore, anything in Konkani could actually add to the awareness and the interest in the Konkani language itself. Now, that's a great kind of, thing that could happen here. So that means, you have a media which can actually help you to strengthen your identity as a Konkani language, to build up a community as a whole, a community at large, of Konkani speaking people here. So you begin to, through the digital media, you actually connect yourself with the Konkani speaking people of other regions also. Now that's a great thing, because that's somewhere that oneness kind of feeling could actually emerge through the use of the digital media. Now this digital media, digital space can also help in other ways also. It can actually promote the business contacts also. It can also help other ways, bringing the social world or certain other things also together here. So at every space, whether it's in economic level or in the social level, this kind of digital touch can actually add to the existing contacts that are usually taking through the traditional media, and digital touch can actually help the people to come together and to act as one community in the preservation of these languages also. So they can take pride, because as we go further, many more literature, many more databases are going to come up in this in this Konkani. I know that there already exists a great deal of database in Konkani, but I think the intense work towards that can actually help strengthening that kind of database, and also try to bring all the people together under the common framework. So that means the language is going to be a great link between the Konkani speaking people, and wherever they are, they are going to feel that they are all actually living together in a way. So the digital world can actually help in this kind of process, and I'm happy that the Mangalore University and St. Aloysius deemed university have come together in giving a push to this kind of work, and I wish this program would all the become more successful in the days to come. So we will not stop here. probably more digital and other things, softwares and other things need to be developed. So Aloysius and Mangalore University would actually work together in this direction, and we'll see that this language is going to flourish in a big manner, and it is going to actually become one of the most prosperous languages of India. So I wish the conference all the best, and I wish all of you also, because I see a very young students in front of me, so I wish you all a bright future. Good luck to you, and thank the organizers for giving this opportunity.
On behalf of all gathered here, I would like to thank Dr. Amin for his words of wisdom and for inspiring young minds, telling us how digital media would strengthen our identity as Konkani speakers. Thank you, sir, for your wishes and blessings.
आमचे ओट आजार आसात मानेस्तीन सोनिया डिकोस्ता, देवादीन अमर चापरा डिकोस्ता हांची एक मात दू जावन आसात आनी आपली सनद MA इंग्लिश सान लुईस कॉलेजींत आपणयल्या. सांगता कोंकणी डिप्लोमा कोर्स केल्लो आसता आमचे कॉलेजींत तावून संपयला आनी ती 1990 आनी 7 इसवे तावन 2000 इसवे मुशेर विद्यार्थी जावन आसली आनी ती कोंकणी विद्यार्थी संघाक म्हणून भोव अभिमानाची गजाल. तिच्या सह्यात्रीक वराक वेता जाल्यार तिने आकर्षवाणींत आपली कवनां जावन दी, कवियो जावन दी तिने प्रकट केल्यात. तशें 2000 इसवे तावन 2006 मुशेर इंग्लीश लेक्चरर जावन सेवा दिल्या आसता आनी प्रस्तुत ती फ्रीलॅन्स कंटेंट रायटर सेवा ती दिवन आसा. देश विदेशांत आतां कुंदापुरांत गरकाल जॉय करवालो आनी पूत निरंजन सांगता सुखा आनी यशस्वी तरान बरी जीवन ती सारते आसा. तिका आमी बरें मागता आसता, तिका आमी परत्यान सान लुईस कॉलेजीक येवकार मागतांव आनी सर बरें मागतांव. तिने दिल्ले ते कोंकणी भाशेक सेवा आसता ते आयचे दिसा आमी मानून घेवन तिका आमी बरें मागून मोकली वेदी तांकां आमी सोडून दितांव.
गुड मॉर्निंग. हांगासर जमलेल्या तुमकां सर्वांक म्हजो नमस्कार. मुझे उलोवपाचे 2 विशय जावन आसात. पयलो फामाद बरपी अमर चाफरा आनी ताचे 3 नाटक बंगार मनीस, अंकवार मेस्त्री आनी जिल्लाचे न्हवरे. दुसरो विशय हे 3 नाटक कोंकणींतावन इंग्लिशाक अनुवाद केल्ली सान लुईस कॉलेजीची इंग्लीश प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर सिल्विया रेगो. ह्या 3 नाटकां विशीं म्हजीं थोडी सादी बोळी बोगणां तुमचे मुखार दवरूंक कशी व्हरतां. When Dr. Sylvia Rego expressed her desire to translate some of Chafra's plays into English, I wished her all the best because I knew she was the right person to do it. I have always admired Madam's mastery of the English language, her keen intelligence, her sharp wit, and her sense of humor. Madam, conversing with you has always been a pleasure. Dr. Sylvia Rego is interested in cultural studies, folklore, gender studies, post-colonial studies, and Dalit writings. Her research articles have appeared in several national and international journals, and she has also published a book of Konkani folk tales titled The Tree Spirit and Other Konkani Folk Tales. And as for Chafra, he does not require an introduction. His words and the way he used them in his fiery speeches, thought-provoking articles, soul-stirring songs, and emotion-packed plays have made him Amar, that is, immortal. Chafraची उतरां मोन पिसवयतात, तोंडार हांसो हाडयतात, समाजांतल्यो सुखी उजवाडाक हाडतात, चिंतनाक सारें दितात, आनी दोळेय पिळयतात. ताच्या बरपांनी संगीताचो नाद आयकता आनी उतरांचो नास दिसता. ताच्या नाटकांतले पात्र आनी त्या पात्रांनी उलोवनशीं उतरां हांसयतात तशें दुखयतात आनी समजयतात तशें गोंदळ येतात. जिल्लाचे न्हवरे नाटकाची सुरवात गोड तरी अंत कोडसाणेची. हो नाटक हास्यांत वा दुखांत. हो नाटक कोणाची बली भेटयता, जिल्लाची वा ताच्या न्हवऱ्यांची. जिल्लाचे न्हवरे प्रेक्षकांक तशें वाचप्यांक गोंदळ तरी ह्या मोवाळ उतरांनी आरंभ जाता. जिल्ला तरणी बायल, भरिल्लें आंग, फुगुल्ले गाल आनी चकचकीत दोळ्यांनी तरण्या रातीक साळवयतालें. डॉक्टर सिल्विया रेगोन केल्ल्या जिल्लाचे न्हवरे नाटकाच्या इंग्लीश अनुवादांत जिल्लाज मेन हीन सुत्रां अशीं आयकतात. जिल्ला हू इज इन द फ्लश ऑफ यूथ with a robust body, full cheeks and twinkling eyes, tantalizes the youthful night. बंगार मनीस चाफ्राचो अत्यधीक लोकामोगाळ नाटक. एका तेंपार हो नाटक प्रेक्षक नासतना रद्द जाल्लो म्हळ्यार कोणी पातयेवचें नात. आज होस्सू नाटक कोंकणी लोकान खेळयिल्ल्याक लेखच ना. हो नाटक आतां न्ही पयलो कॉलेजीच्या विद्यार्थींक पट्टी पुस्तक जाला. आतां कुवाळ्याची वाल म्हणून पाद्र्याबान म्हाका सांगलें. आनी ताचो इंग्लीश अनुवाद मॅन विथ अ हार्ट ऑफ गोल्ड आमचे मुखार आसा, थँक्स टू डॉक्टर सिल्विया रेगो. बंगार मनीस नाटकांत दिसतात उक्त्यो हांसो, लिपतीं दुकां आनी 4 पात्रांच्या जिवितांत जावचे भोंगोस्तळ. ताचे सांगाता समाजीच्या थोड्या सुवयांचेर चाफ्रान काडच्यो तीक तीक खोडी आयकात येयल्याक एकच पावटी 10-12 जिरगी मिरसांग्यो केल्लो अनुभव जाता. जाल्ले दीस आचरण करतेल्यांक जेन्ना मनीस येडटा, जडार फुलां, फांट्यार सुकणीं, सदांय सुबीत, सदांय सळसळीं. जाल्ल्या दिसा फुलांक हांवें टायट टांगलीं नेसानांत. ह्या सुकणीं तोंडाक पावडर सारयनांत. Let us now listen to the same criticism of birthdays in Dr. Silvia Rego's translation of Bangar Manes, Man with a Heart of Gold. Birds on trees and flowers on their branches are always beautiful, ever radiant. Flowers never wear tight-fitting frocks on a birthday, nor do birds apply face powder. Ankwar Mestri, the third play translated into English, is a critique of truthfulness. मेस्त्री केदाळ इसत उलयता आनी दुसऱ्यांक इसत उलोवंक सांगता. फोटी मारतेल्यांक कांटाळटा, पूण आपलें सत उरोवचे खातीर बोक्साणें नातिल्लें पाताक करता. मोग केल्ल्या चेडवाक आनी ताच्या गर्भांत आशिल्ल्या आपल्याच भुरग्याक सांडटा आनी ताचें हें कोडू सत उजवाड्याक येताना तो बोबाटता. हांवें ताका सांडूंक ना, ताणें म्हाका सांडलें. हांवें ताका फसोवंक ना, बगार तें कुडीचो नानंतो वेस कर्ण म्हज्या तरण्या उमाळ्यांचेर खेळूंक लागलें. अँड हियर आर द सेम वर्ड्स फ्रॉम बॅचलर टीचर डॉक्टर सिल्विया रेगोज इंग्लिश ट्रान्सलेशन ऑफ अंकवार मेस्त्री. I did not forsake her. She seduced me. I did not trap her. Rather, it was she who enticed me in different ways with her body and began playing with my youthful sentiments. You see, the work of a translator is far from easy. The writer is free to create his own world and modify it as he wills. But the translator cannot enjoy such a liberty. The translator has to enter the creative world of the writer and stick to its boundaries. Working from within the writer's creative world, the translator has to give to the world the writer's creation in a different language, while retaining its beauty and originality. It's a Herculean task and a great responsibility. Dr. Silvia Rego has spent the last 2 years in the complex world of Chafra's thoughts and ideas, and today she presents 3 of Chafra's plays in English. In doing so, she has made an invaluable contribution to Konkani and English literature. I congratulate you, madam, and I wish you all the best in your future projects. I also thank you for undertaking this great task and the hard work you have put in. You've done a great job. I thank the organizers of this program for inviting me here and giving me the opportunity to speak. I'm really happy to be with all of you today. And I thank you all for listening to me. Dev Borengoru.
That was amazing and wonderful, Mrs. Sonia De Costa. I'm sure the youngsters here are motivated to grab the books of Chafra De Costa. Dear participants, St. Aloysius Prakashana has displayed its books outside this venue for sale. Kindly visit the stalls. The book launched today, 3 Plays of Chafra De Costa, translated by Dr. Sylvia Rego, will be available at a discount price of rupees 175. Please grab a book for yourselves. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. I now call upon the convener of the program, Mrs. Sarita Krasta, to express her words of gratitude.
Mangalore University, Konkan Adyan Pita, Hachasangi, San Luis deemed to be University Mangalore, आणि सदर केल्ल्या एका दिसाच्या राष्ट्रीय संमेलन कोंकणी भाषेक डिजिटल स्पर्श हे कार्यक्रम म्हणून हाडिल्ल्या ह्या संदर्भार हांव धन्यवाद पाठयतां Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, Dr. Jayaraj Amin. We thank you for digitally inaugurating today's program and for your inspiring and thoughtful message. Heartfelt thanks to you, sir. ओ राष्ट्रीय संमेलन हांगासर आसा करूंक आमकां अवकाश करून दिल्ल्या आनी आयच्या कार्यक्रमाक स्वागत मागिल्ल्या मंगळूर युनिवर्सिटी कोंकण अध्ययन पीठाचो कोऑर्डिनेटर डॉक्टर जयवंत नायक हांगा आमच्या सान लुईस संस्थेच्या तर्फेन देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. आयच्या ह्या कार्यक्रमाची मानाची सैरी जावन आसची मानेस्तीन सोनिया डिकोस्ता हिने इंग्लिश भाषेक भाषांतर केल्ल्या द 3 Plays of Chafra De Costa ह्या बुका विशयान म्हायती दिल्ल्या खातीर तुमचो उपकार बावुरता आनी देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. आयच्या ह्या कार्यक्रमाचे अध्यक्षस्थान घेवन कोंकणी भाशे विशयान भोव अर्थभरीत संदेश दिल्ल्या आमचो मोगाळ रेक्टर मानदीक बाब मेल्विन पिंटो जेसा हांकां सर्वच तर्फेन उपकार बावुरता. आमच्या संस्थेचे वायस चान्सलर इन्चार्ज मानदीक बाब प्रवीण मार्टिस जेसा आमच्या सर्व कोंकणी प्रोग्रामाक सदांच पाठिंबो दिवनूच आसात आनी ह्या दिसाच्या राष्ट्रीय संमेलन यशस्वी जावच्याक प्रेरण दिल्ल्या आनी आपलो संदेश दिल्ल्या तांकांय हांव मनपूर्वकी धन्यवाद पाठयतां. आमचे संगी आसात आमच्या संस्थेचे रजिस्ट्रार डॉक्टर ऑल्विन डेसा. हे सदांच आमच्या सर कार्यक्रमाक प्रोत्साहन दिवनूच आसात. तुमकांय देव बरें करूं. लेखक चाफ्रा डिकोस्ता हांचो कोंकणीचो बूक इंग्लिशान भाशांतर करून कोंकणीची संस्कृती प्रसार करूंक आपले देणगी दिवच्या डॉक्टर सिल्विया रेगो ही आमच्या संस्थान इंग्लिश डिपार्टमेंटाची एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर जावन एक प्रख्यात लेखकी जावन आसा. संगतच सान लुईस प्रकाशनाची कोऑर्डिनेटर डॉक्टर विद्या विनुता डिसोजा तुमकां देव बरें करूं म्हणटा आनी सर्व बरें मागता. ह्या राष्ट्रीय संमेलनाचे सर मांडावळकर सलोन वरच्या कोंकणी संघाचे अध्यक्ष मनस्तीन फ्लोरा कॅस्टलिनो सेवरीन पिंटो आनी रिशल नरोन्ना तुमच्या वावराक देव बरें करूं. आमचे विद्यार्थी आमकां सर्व रितीन सहकार दितात. सर्व विद्यार्थींक तशेंच कोंकणी संघाच्या कार्यदर्शी जावन आसच्या जोशुआ सिक्वेरा आनी मॅल्कन डिसोजा तुमकां धन्यवाद पाठयता. आमच्या संगता आसात मिस्टर जॉय खवेलो हजबंड ऑफ मिसेस सोनिया तुमकां स्वागत मागता. आमचे रिसोर्स पर्सन आमचे संगत आसात आनी बुटकुलो.com डॉक्टर मिस्टर डोनाल्ड तुमकांय हांव देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. आनी मिस्टर एंड मिसेस भट तुमी हांगासर आसात तुमकांय देव बरें करूं. I thank all the dignitaries who have witnessed today's program, and there are some staff members present here of our college. Thank you, sir and madams, for your presence. Now I like to request Dr. Alvin Desa to present a token of gratitude and love to Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mangalore University, Dr. Jayaraj Amin. I also request sir. Thank you, sir. या उक्तवन कार्याची अपूर्बाय निर्वाण केल्ल्या मनस्तीन सेवरीन पिंटो आणि जेडन डिकोन्ना तुमकां देव बरें करूं. सर्वांक एकच सुत्रान देव बरें करूं म्हणटा आणि मुखल्या कार्याक सर बरें मागता.